Welcome back. Hope you can hear me. Here's where I'm at today. I pre-drilled some holes for the spot welds here and there, and that's for this curved piece is going to fit in there. I've had this piece in and out 5 or 6 times. It seems to land in a different place every time, but I think the way I'm going to do this project, or the way I'm going to put this back together, I'm going to put this piece in first, then the floorboard, and then I'm going to work down. Take out the step and work this piece right here out of the way, and then put the cover on. And once the cover's in place, then put the step back in. Or I'm going to cut away a portion of the step to get the cover on, and then I'll cut away the rest of the cover. Now, I've been told to replace, I have the entire step which goes up to here. It's one piece, but I think I want to cut it down here and leave this back piece alone. There's a lot of spot welds holding it in place all across the top there. I'd have to undo all those spot welds, bend this tab up, fit that under. It's just not worth it. I'll just make a long cut, and that'll be one big weld that I can weld from both sides, that whole seam, front and underneath, and then I can grind it smooth. And hopefully nobody will know I ever did it. Yeah, okay. We'll see about that. But first things first, let me get this piece back in place. So there it is in place. Now, my intent was to weld onto this seam these 4 spot welds. Of course, only 1.5 of the holes line up. Now, if I try to push this back, that opens up this gap down here where it's going to touch the outer piece. I want to weld that outer piece onto here, as I also want to spot weld in the back. Now there's a gap here where I trimmed away some of the metal to make it fit. What I'd like to do is fill that with seam sealer when all is said and done. But I still have to, I gotta take this out one more time, and I gotta spray behind here on this side, the back side, with some weld through primer. Everything else I can get at, I treat it with the Rust-Oleum direct to rust reformer, and I just forgot to hit that one little spot on the back side, and I ran out. So I'm not going to go out to Home Depot and buy a whole new can. I'll just spray it with the rust reformer, or the weld through primer, and hope for the best. So let me see if I can get this lined up, or pull this out one more time, spray it, and then put it back in. So I've been trying to make this fit a little better. So I got one hole, 3/4 of a hole, and just another one starting to show. What I've been doing is I would go inside, putting this in the vise, grabbing it here, and pushing back this way, just to try to tweak this piece just a little more that way. But the back side's fine, so I'm just trying to tweak the front in the vise, and I think I can give it one more shot and see if I can get it. It's getting closer, but I don't want to go too far or screw anything up either, so let me see what happens. See, there I am set up in the vise, and I'm going to push up this way, just try to get this is where those holes don't line up, and just try to get this to roll up just another maybe 1/4 inch if I'm lucky. But it's just a pain in the neck because I got to keep working around. My kid's got this Volkswagen wagon he's working on. It's a diesel, and he's replacing the steering rack, and that'll probably lead to ball joints and lower control arms and God knows what else. But right now it's been in my garage a week, and I've got to work around it. It's not easy. I feel like I'm definitely getting closer, but as I push this piece that way, this piece here starts coming towards me. So there's a gap here. This was tight before. I'm sure I can hammer that back into place once I get these guys where I want them. But basically I want to twist this panel, you know, more this way than anything. So I think I'll take it out one more time and try it one more time. So I got this piece about where I want it, and it's in pretty good spot. But what I'm seeing is, and I looked on the other side, the floorboard is supposed to go over this. And of course you see it's sticking up. So I could either hammer this down and pull the floorboard over, but you see this is way over to the right. So I'm thinking maybe I draw a line on this, bring it onto the vise, and flatten this way, and then bring it back up underneath where the floorboard is going to be. So I'm going to look at it one more time. I have it clamped in place so it's not going to move, but if I score it, I'll know the height, and then I fold it at that height. Fold it first first horizontal, and then return it vertical, or just horizontal enough to clear the return on the floorboard, so they'll be under the floorboard and everything's sealed. Of course, after all is said and done, I'm going to seal everything with seam sealer, but let me try that next. That's looking much better. Much better. I trimmed the top of the inner piece, and now the floor is sitting on top of it the way it should be. But I think the floor is a little high, and the reason I can tell is I took this inner piece here, even though there's not much left of it. I try to put it in, and it doesn't quite fit. It seems a little tight. So if the holes, the holes line up, we're good. If the holes are too low, meaning the piece is too high. So it looks to me, I don't know if you can see that, there's the holes. I'll just keep sliding it over. I can't see the hole, it's too dark. I think that floorboard needs to come down about 1/8 of an inch. I hope that wasn't too dizzying for you, me trying to hold the camera and the workpiece at the same time. But what I think I'm going to do is pull that out one more time and just shave that down a little bit. Well, I took yesterday off to work on the Volkswagen TDI with my son. But I got this for the last 30 minutes trying to set this in place, and just about got it flush all around. Body lines are good. I'm about to bring out the welder, and I'm looking at this piece right here, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not cutting it out sooner. And I'm thinking of go up, pulling this floor pan off, and just taking that out right there. I was thinking I can go in and fill it later with weld. I still might. I don't know. It just bothers me. It just is annoying me. And I'm looking at the pits here, and I'm like, why didn't I just cut the panel a little bit bigger and take this out? But I remember why. And this is pretty solid, actually. And I think I'm lucky to get one body line or style line to line up. I think the odds of me getting two are slimmer. So that's why I didn't want to mess with two different body styles, style lines. But looking at the other side, I'm going to have to do a whole lot of floorboard changing over there. So this is my learning curve. I'm learning it on this side. But I got this lined up. I got the floor lined up. I'm going to go get the welder and make some tacks. Okay, the welding's begun. Got the floorboard in place. I got that curved inner pillar, whatever you want to call it, tacked there and down in there. I got to go around the back side. I think I can catch it on the back side. And I think eventually I might weld the floorboard lip down to the curved piece. I'm not sure yet. I do have to hammer this down a little bit, and this flattens out. And of course, I'm going to fill this in and then put the cover on. But a lot more welding to do over there. I know those welds are ugly. I don't want to hear about it. Yes, I should have done something there before I welded that, because I'm just blowing holes in it. It's not that good of a metal, but I'll make it work. Well, there it is. It's in place. I think I've got to do a little hammer and dolly work here in this corner here. And of course, much more welding, much more grinding. The only problem I'm seeing, this puddle weld came out good. I got this seam weld down in here pretty good. But on the back side, nothing really lines up where my puddle welds were. So I think I'm probably have to lay on my back and get the back side on before I release the brace that I put on. Let me just kind of come around and show you. The flange is under here where my finger is there, and it was supposed to line up with these holes, but I couldn't tweak it into place, so I got it held by these clamps. I'll get on the back side and just weld it to there, and get it to hold in place, and then maybe I can take this brace off. But the brace isn't bothering me. I might leave it on for a while until maybe I might get the doors tested. I was talking, Joe Sousa suggested that I put the door on after I tack everything in. So after I patch this hole here, get this front cover on, and I might try the door and see where that is.